It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
What it do? What it do? Welcome to another episode of Let's Bet It. Nice card tonight that we got. I think it's either 8 or 9 games. One or two, but yeah, man. Got some shit to discuss as far as this NBA card. But what we gonna lead with today? We haven't been on since Bam scored 83 the other night. That was our last show, was when he scored the 83. But
somebody scored 83 points in one game.
Yeah, man.
First time I heard about it.
Right. So here's the thing, man. It's been a couple days, and we've heard a lot of commentary, a lot of opinions and all that from people. And I've got my take on it. Stacks got his take on it. It's similar, but Stacks, I'm gonna let you go first, man. What are your opinions on the 83-point game from Bam?
My opinion is, and I'm not talking about nobody particularly, just giving my opinion. I think that anybody who is not taking this game, Bam having 83 points as 83 points, should probably look into the mirror. And I'm not targeting nobody. And I'm okay with everybody else's opinion. I'm just giving my opinion because at the end of the day, there's only going to be one Kobe Bryant. And it never would cross my mind that Bam scoring 83 points. Like, I wouldn't even mention Kobe Bryant, mentioning Bam scoring 83, because to me, in my mind, the two don't even mean nothing together. Kobe, okay, he beat Kobe's record, but in my mind, like, that's an outlier. I think outliers happen in life. So, Bam scoring 83 points, we can't take nothing away from that. I don't care if he had 83 free throws, because we didn't see people in the league can't make free throws. So I think Bam scoring 83 points should be celebrated as Bam scoring 83 points. Nothing more, nothing less. I think comparing it or mentioning Kobe, I think it's crazy. One don't have nothing to do with the other. Like, Bam can't do nothing with Kobe. Nothing. But Bam scoring 83 has nothing to do with Kobe, if I'm wording it right.
Yeah.
And I hope that I am. I might not be, but I feel like, long story short, I feel like Bam scoring 83 points should be applauded. Like, I salute him. 83 points, hats off to him. But mentioning with Kobe, he will never be Kobe. He's just Bam Adebayo.
Mm-hmm.
With A'ja Wilson. Like, that's plays for the Miami Heat. Like, he's not no Kobe. So that's just my take on it. I'm curious to see how you feel about it, though. Like, what's your take on it?
Here's my thing, man. I'm with you. 83 is 83, man. Like, it's hard to do that. I mean, at the end of the day, man, NBA players are still professional basketball players for a reason. And it's hard to get 50 in the NBA. Or not even 50, 40. It's hard to get 40. You know what I'm saying? So to get 83, regardless of how you got it, a lot of people talked about the free throws and the fouling and all that stuff. And I think if you're going to be mad at anybody, you need to be mad at that sorry ass Washington franchise. They have been a joke for a long time now. And now it looks like they're trying to do something, trading for AD and trading for Trey, but that could easily be a bust. Like, this has been a joke of an organization for some years now, and it reared its ugly head last night. So if you want to be mad at anybody, be mad at the Wizards that they can't play defense and stop a center in the modern day NBA from scoring almost 100 points.
And I don't know the people who watched the OG. Yeah, my fault. I don't know the people who watched the OG show, but Shout out to Dutch on the OG show today, recently. And that's what he said. And I agree with 100%. Because one thing that I agree with that he said is, F the Wizards. Like, my whole thing is like, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. And this take has nothing to do with Kobe. It's just the fact that you allowed Bam Adebayo to score 83 points. I wouldn't say that if it was somebody like Luka, like you let Luka score 83, or, somebody relevant. But you let Bam Adebayo score 83 points against y'all?
And it's no knock on Bam. Bam's an all-star, man, but he's not known for his scoring prowess. Like, he does a little bit of everything out there. He rebounds.
Yeah, but my thing is preseason, we could say an outlier 50, but if there was a bet that Bam would ever score 60 points in one game, how many people would bet like under 60 minus 120?
Right.
How many people would bet that? Like, you wouldn't take that bet with Luka? I'm just saying, Bam is not somebody to score 83 points. Like, let's cut it out.
Yeah.
He could have an outlier and have a big 50-point game, 55-point game where there's no center, no big man. But 83, shame on you, Washington.
And I'll say
that would make me retire.
I'll say this before we get into the games, because we got quite a few of them. I think the other part to this that I don't think people are really talking about as basketball fans is that we miss Kobe.
We do.
Whether how you feel about the 83 or not, I think we can all agree that we miss Kobe. But I think for the Kobe, like I was a Kobe fan. I was a fan of him, but I know people were diehard fans of Kobe, like cried and everything when he died, which I'm not knocking you like you were that big of a fan. I think it's those people that see what just happened and they miss him. It brings back whatever memory it brings back, and I think they miss him, man. I mean, I know I do. So
I'm thinking about crying right now just talking about
it. I mean, people miss him. Like you think about it, man. This dude had a magnificent career, and I feel like the second part of his career was gonna probably be better than the first part. He was involved with his daughter with women's basketball. He was a WNBA, like a champion for the women. Like, he was getting ready to have a pretty awesome like second chapter. And unfortunately it didn't happen. So I think that's a big part of it is that, we all miss Kobe a little bit.
And I miss Kobe too, but here we go again, how I open it up. I don't think, in my opinion, and I know there's going to be a lot of backlash, but if people break it down, I'm willing to push back. I still don't know what Bam scoring 83 points has anything to do with Kobe. I don't understand it. I know the record, I know the 82, I know the 83. But my thing, if it wasn't Bam, it'd have been somebody named Walter or Peter or Ryan or Jamal. Like, it was a record that somebody was gonna have more than 82 points. But there was Bam, so I don't think it has nothing to do with Kobe, regardless of how Bam got it. Even if he didn't have no free throws, what would people say? So I don't think it has nothing to do with Kobe. Not Bam.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a record that, and Kobe wasn't even number one. I could see if he was number one and there was asterisks, but did none of them beat Wilt yet? So why nobody talking about so if somebody beat Wilt, are we going to have the same conversation?
Who knows, man? But you know what? That's why that's why everybody.
But as long as we're respectful, I don't mind these type of conversations.
Yeah, like everybody's gonna have a difference of opinion, and I just like to get to the root cause. Like, why do you feel this way? But man, it's like I said, man. I think we miss Kobe, man.
Like, my sleep schedule, and everybody else who watches any of these shows or follows me knows my sleep schedule. So I didn't know nothing about it until I woke up. And as soon as I lit my phone up, it was going crazy. It was like, bam, 83. I'm like, refresh. Like, we're just talking about like him in Asia. He put 83 on Asia or something. Like, because in my head, I'm like, there's no way Bam Adebayo scored 83 points in one game. Like, so I'm refreshing my phone, like, but I salute him. How many people can score 83 regardless of how you get it?
Yeah. So shouts out to Bam, man. That's a big accomplishment, and he's back in action tonight.
And he got Asian. 83 and he got Asian. Like that's two accomplishments. Like I'm proud of Bam. So shout out Bam.
First game up, Wizards Magic. Magic laying 14 at home. Total sitting at 233.5. Don't really. I mean, I don't know, man. This is a tough one this was a tough one for me to cat because it's like, do the Wizards are they good enough to have enough pride to come back from what happened the other night? I don't know. Orlando's been playing very well. The injury report, Davis, Whitmore, Russell, Kayshawn George is out. Bub Carrington's available for Washington. For Orlando, Black and Wagner are both still out. So I don't know, man. It would be Magic or nothing for me. I just think the Wizards are just that bad of a basketball team. But Trey is going to be in there tonight. So maybe, I don't know, man. What you think about this one?
I don't have no action in this game. But if I would, I would want to fade both outliers. Like, I would want to challenge. It would have to be Wizards or nothing. I would have to bet the Wizards because it's not a small spread. Like if it was like the Wizards +5 or 6, it'd be different. But after you let Bam, we just talked about it. You just let Bam out of bounds, get 83 points. Like I'm not asking y'all to win the game. I'm asking y'all to I'm challenging y'all to make that right. Mm-hmm. And the very next game after you let Bam out of bounds, score 83. Just don't lose a game by more than 13.
Right.
I'm challenging y'all to do that. Off of that bullshit y'all just did. Like, can y'all stay within inside 13? Am I asking y'all too much to stay within 13 points? But I don't want to bet on it because if you let Bam score 83, you'll let the Magic beat you by 28.
Yeah.
So I don't have nothing, but if anything, like if there wasn't so much college March Madness, I probably would bet the Wizards, but I don't trust them.
Yeah, and we shouldn't.
Nah.
Next one, 76ers and Pistons. Pistons is another big spread. They're laying 15.5 at home total, sitting at 222.5. For the Pistons, it looks like Thompson's out, and LeVert is still out for Detroit. For Philly, that injury list is long. Bona, Embiid, Broom, Oubre, George, of course, and Maxey's still out. Drummond is questionable. So, I mean, this should be a parade to the rim for Detroit. I haven't played it, but Detroit team total over 119.5. I feel like I'm going to probably run to the window with that when we get off the show. I might even bet it live. It's been on my mind all day. But I'm just wondering if Detroit really needs to do that much to win the game. But if anything, I could see Detroit's defense falling off a little bit and their offense picking up, knowing that Philly ain't got no horses on the court. So why would they play lockdown defense? So I'm heavily leaning toward Detroit team total over 119.5. You got anything on this one, man?
Yeah, this is this falls upon the system that I telling you about, talk about every time it applies that me and Jimmy do. Shout out Jimmy from Pub, but we do the under on the first leg, double-digit spread on the first leg of a back-to-back, and the Pistons on the first leg. And I got 223. I just wake up and bet. When I see these things, I just see if it's juiced to the over or the under, and I decide if I bet it immediately or if I wait through the course of the day. And this is one that I seen 222.5, and I bought the half a point to a flat number.
Okay.
I just think that Detroit going to be up so big that they could call off the horses. And the 76ers, I had said earlier on Pub in the chat that Are we sure the 76ers are not tanking? Like, because it appears like
So
it just appears like every day that nobody's playing.
I just think they didn't just got hit with an injury bug. They really ain't in. I mean, they in the. I want to say the top 6. Let me look it up, but I'm pretty sure they are top 6 in the East for now, and they gonna probably slide. No, they're actually number 8, but they're still only a game and a half out of being in that top 6 for the playoffs. So I mean,
they better get some people healthy.
Yeah, they just got to get healthy, and I just don't see, I don't know, man, and that's what makes it tough because could Detroit just come and just blow them out like you said and let their foot off the gas? And I'm asking them to get one
because they're on the first leg of a back-to-back, so they know they got a game, and they got I can't remember if they got travel or not. I know they got a game tomorrow. So my whole thing is like, you can go out here and dummy the 76ers by the middle of the third quarter because they're coming off of putting up 138. I was on it the last show that we had their team total against Brooklyn. So coming off 138, I don't know if I want to ask them how many points do I want to ask them on the first leg of a back-to-back. So I just took the under, and there was no cap for me.
First half over for Detroit.
That might be a good look.
Maybe
better than the full game.
Yeah, maybe the first half over. Before we move on, let me look that one up real quick. Let me see. What would Detroit be? First half team total. Over 61. And I think that's doable. So I don't know. We'll come back to, or not come back, but I'm gonna think about that one, man. That might be, that first half over might be a look for me. Here's a game I did play. Suns Pacers. Pacers getting 8.5, total 223.5. Some news just came through for Indiana. Zubac is playing tonight. Nembhard's playing. So Zubac's gonna be making his Pacers debut. Nesmith is out. Toppin ruled out. For Phoenix, I know Grayson Allen was on the report. Yeah, he was questionable. Highsmith questionable. And Dylan Brooks and Mark Williams still both out for Phoenix. So I took the Suns, man. Their team total over 115.5. I think, yeah, Zubac is playing, but I think he's going to be on a minutes restriction. I think it's going to take him a little bit to kind of get his wind back. If you look at the Pacers, man, so they're off of a road trip of 3 games or more, and this has happened 4 times where they've had a home game after a road trip of 3 games or more. First game back home, they give up 126 points per game, coming off of those, coming off of that type of situation, or coming off those type of road trips. And then on top of that, the Pacers got the Knicks tomorrow, and I could really see them not really caring too much about this game because anytime they're, I think the last time they played the Knicks, they beat them in New York. So I think this is one. Tomorrow is going to be the get-up game for them. New York's coming to town, and I just don't see them caring much tonight. So I bet the Suns team total over 115.5, but I wouldn't be mad at taking the spread with them either. You like anything in this one, Stack?
I didn't bet nothing, but I'm probably going to get to the window, so we correlate because I kind of like the full game over. And I think that the Suns is going to score some points off this Pacers defense, but more importantly, being at home and the first game back at home, that's the main reason why I think that the Suns is going to score a boatload of points and do the heavy lifting. But I also think that Indy being at home, even though it's the first game, I think they're going to throw some punches. I think they can put up some points against Phoenix. And as long as they can if I could get them to sniff, I don't know, like 105, we should be all right. As long as the Pacers, I just need like 105, 106 from the Pacers.
And here's another tidbit for the Pacers. Since since the All-Star break, they are 0-10 against the spread for the full game. So they're losing. They not, and they're not covering. And their opponents are 8-2 to their team total over since the All-Star break. So
everybody's just scoring against them.
Everybody's scoring, and they getting blown out.
But that's why, if you think about it, that's why they're getting blown out. Because they're allowing the other team to score a boatload of points. If they're all going over their team totals, that means they're just scoring a boatload of points. They're not playing no defense.
Nah.
8-2, that's like you just wake up and bet it at 8 at this point. You just keep betting it until they don't give up the opponent's team total over 3 times in a row. But when you mentioned that earlier, I wrote that down. So 8-2.
Yep. All right, so the next one, Bucks Heat. What's Banner doing? It's not switching. So anyway, Bucks Heat. Heat getting are laying 6.5 at home. Total sitting at 234.5. Injury news for this one. Bucks Heat. Portis questionable, Sims questionable, KPJ questionable. For Miami, Wiggins, Jovic, Powell all out. Hero questionable, and it looks like Ware and Larson are going to be available today. We've been talking about Bam coming off the big game. Milwaukee's defense isn't the greatest. I don't know really what Milwaukee's doing. Like they're in such a weird, I think they're in the weirdest position in the NBA because they're so far behind in the playing standings that they probably won't make it unless one of these teams just falls off a cliff. But they've also won too many games where tanking doesn't even benefit them anymore. So I don't know, man. This team is really strange, but I mean, I can't trust Milwaukee's defense. I know Miami likes to play fast, but I don't really have much on this game. The total opened at 229.5, and I thought about taking it there yesterday, but at 235, it's a stay away from me. You got anything on this one, bro?
Yeah, I got playing this, and you hit the nail on the head. Like, this Milwaukee team is weird. Like, if you just go over the things that they do, like, go out and get Miles Turner. Okay. Y'all know better than me. But then Giannis said he want to trade. Then all of a sudden, he said he ain't say it. Then without Giannis, y'all start balling. Like, y'all start going crazy without Giannis. So it makes me think that y'all trying to ball to get Giannis to come back so y'all can get back in it. And then Giannis come back and y'all suck again. And now it's just like you said, now y'all stuck in the middle. You can't tank, and you probably can't get the playing tournament. So now you're just playing because you're getting paid and get exercise.
That's it. And
to get to my play it's just something that I have to bet. I'm on Bam out about under, and I could have got a 21.5, but just in case, I got under 22.5 points at minus 130 for Bam. And my whole thing is, do it again. Like, I don't want to say he's not cut like that, but come on, Bam. Like, let's be real. You're just Bam. Like, you just scored 83. Do you need to score 23 points tonight for y'all to beat the Milwaukee Bucks? Hopefully, somebody from the Bucks, hopefully somebody from there, from that team knows that Bam scored 83. And hopefully, if they heard about it, maybe somebody will put a hand in the face or be a little physical. Who knows? Like, just don't let that man score 23 points. If y'all heard that, maybe Milwaukee didn't hear about it. So maybe it will.
No, man. I think at minimum you're gonna probably see Giannis on him a little bit.
And that's what I said. Like, if Milwaukee heard about it, that means Giannis heard about it. And my whole thing is like, just Just slow him down. That's all. Don't be the next person. Like, don't let him get 50.
Right.
Because then ain't nobody gonna have nothing to say if he follow up 83 with 50.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I agree, bro. Next one, Nets and Hawks. Got to play in this one. Hawks laying 15.5 at home total, sitting at 226.5. For the Hawks, let's see here. Daniels questionable and Kuminga are questionable. For the Nets, Sharp, Emnon, MPJ, Traore, and Zaire Williams all out for Brooklyn. I've been picking on the Nets defense for about a week or two now, and I'm gonna pick on it again. Hawks team total over 120.5. You can get it on Bet365. Aside from Brooklyn just being absolutely terrible, if you've been watching the show, I've been talking about how bad their defense is. Atlanta has been scoring, and they do it against bad teams. So if you look at their last 5 games, 126, 135, 131, 125, 124. And all I need is 120 against Brooklyn. Sign me up. That's a hammer play for me. What you got, Stacks?
I don't have nothing. I need 7 more wins to cash my Atlanta Hawks season win total over 40.5. And at this point in the season, they've been balling. I love what they're doing. I don't believe them. Like, I'm not like, oh shit, Hawks. I'm happy. I'm glad what they're doing, but I don't have no faith in them. So when they play, I feel like I'm going into that game with their money line because I need 7 more wins. So I don't want to. I love it, and I don't want to jinx them. They're balling right now. It seems like we just going over our team. We're covering every spread, going over our team total every single game. We might have missed one on the team total, but I don't want to jinx it. Mentally in my head, when they play, I got their money line. So stay off. I love your bet, and after they get 41 wins, I'm happy for them. Whatever happens after that, I don't care.
Yeah,
that's my Super Bowl.
Yeah, I feel like, I'm not sure what the Hawks are going to look like against, top tier teams if they can get into the playoffs, but they're one of these teams right now that are just beating up on bad teams.
But our whole division, Orlando balling, they on a win streak, Miami on a win streak. Like, still, it's not just us. That's why we're not really making too much ground because everybody balling.
And this helps my over. Dyson Daniels just got ruled out and Kuminga got ruled in. So you taking defense out and you putting offense in. You know what, man? I might throw a little more on this, but let's keep going. And if y'all didn't know what my best play is going to be, I probably just told on myself. Mavs, Grizzlies, nothing on this one. I don't even want to waste my time. You got anything, Stacks?
No, it'd be Mavericks or nothing. I actually got Mavericks minus 4.5 circle, but I just don't know if I want to get involved. I feel like both of these teams are tanking. Dallas maybe not officially, but definitely the Grizzlies. But I don't know. I wanted to fade the Grizzlies, but nothing. For the later games, I got more action. I didn't want to fight with this one.
Yeah, I ain't want to waste my time. Next one, I got the total wrong on this one. Is Nuggets and Spurs. I got the whole banner wrong. So Spurs, the spread now is they're laying 4.5 at home. Total sitting at 240.5. This was 6 earlier, and it came down because Wemby is a true. Like, he's a real questionable. So that line moving, I thought Wemby was gonna play because he can't miss too many more games or he don't qualify for the All NBA, and he's the front runner for Defensive Player of the Year. So I know
he got a real ankle injury though.
He got a real injury, yeah. So I don't know, man. If Wemby plays, I'm gonna bet Nuggets team total under. If he don't play, I'm staying off. You got anything on this one?
Yeah, I got I bet it. And when I found out he was questionable, I wanted to get the best number I could. And no doubt if I waited and he got ruled out, I got a worse number. But if he gets ruled in, I would have got a better number. But I'm on Jokic triple double, and I got a plus 100 when I bet it. I bet it early this morning because my whole thing was, regardless, even if Wemby's in there, I like Jokic because Jokic is going to take the challenge. Even off the second leg with back-to-back, they blew out Houston yesterday, so I felt like he had an easy triple-double yesterday, which I was on him yesterday, and he cashed. But if Wemby don't play, I ain't going to say it's free, but it's an excellent value bet. And even if he does play, I like Jokic to get triple-double. Like, I do. Plus 100, that's official play.
Okay.
And if Wemby get ruled out, I'll be on the Spurs.
Okay. Yeah. I need Wemby in. If I get Wemby in, I'm taking Nuggets team total under. Bad spot coming off of that Rockets win. I know the minutes weren't too taxing on Denver, but they still had to travel. They still coming from altitude. You know what I mean? So if Wemby's
for me, it would only be if Wemby's out, I would take the Spurs. Like if Wemby's in, I'm not adding to it. But I'm only adding to it is if Wemby's out. Because that'd be my star theory player out last minute. So if he gets last minute ruled out, I'll be on the Spurs. Yeah. Other than that, I'll just keep my triple double for Jokic.
All right. Next one, Celtics Thunder. Thunder laying 7.5 total, 216. For the Celtics, Tatum is out, Vucevic is out, Shireman, Pritchard available, and Derek White is questionable. For OKC, Hartenstein, J-Dub, Topic, Sorber, Carlson out. I need Derek White in. If Derek White plays, I'm taking the Celtics plus 7.5, but that's going to be a bet that you're going to have to stay in front of your phone because as soon as White gets ruled in, that number is going to probably move to 6.5. So if Derek White is ruled in and I get the alert, I'm going to be on Celtics plus 7.5. You got anything on this one, Stat?
Yeah, I got two official plays in this game. And I got the Boston Celtics plus 7. I think I got minus 115 this morning. And I got Jaylen Brown, 27 plus points at plus 100. And I like the Celtics because it's more of a trend for me thing for me because OKC, they done won 6 straight games. And the problem is they haven't covered none of them. They're 0-6, ATS, 6-0, straight up. So if you can't cover no games, now you get the Boston Celtics coming in there off a loss. And my whole thing was, it was a loss, but as a Celtics, someone led the Celtics that game, I felt like that was a loss with asterisks, which comes to my accessory play because anyone who don't know, Jaylen Brown got kicked out that game early. And it wasn't back-to-back techs, but he caught 2 quick techs. And anybody knows, like, Jaylen Brown's not like the tech person. And with him leaving early, getting thrown out, and then I didn't see the interview, but I guess he spoke on it afterwards. He must have slipped one of them bombs. But coming off the ejection, Boston Celtics, they're 22-12 ATS on the road, 11-7 ATS as an underdog. And coming off a loss with Jaylen Brown being ejected, that's how I got to the Boston Celtics plus 7 minus 115 official, and Jaylen Brown 27 plus points at plus 100. Both of them official.
Okay. I'm looking up something, and I think I'm about to make a bet. So I know that man, I'm really thinking about making the Celtics first half bet. Matter of fact, I'm about to do it right now. If you can feel a few seconds, Stat, I'm about to make this bet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If I had to pick the stronger of the two bets, it would be like you'll probably hear one way or the other. You're going to hear about Jaylen Brown later on, at the end of the segment, but I just love this play. Like, he's not somebody who gets thrown out. They tossed him early. If you ask me, I think it was some San Antonio home court manipulation type BS, but I don't know. Like, I don't even know how many career
Probably why
ejections.
he didn't speak on it a whole lot, because he probably know.
Because my whole thing is like, how many ejections does he have in his career? Like, he's not somebody who he's humble. He talk a little bit, but he's not somebody he's not no Draymond.
Right, yeah.
So for him to get ejected and his team lose, I don't care who's out there. I like him from 27 plus, and I like Boston to stay within this number to a team that's not covering right now.
I just bet it. I just bet the Celtics first half, man, plus 4.5. Both these teams since the All-Star break have been great covering first halves. Celtics 8-2-1 since the All-Star break, 3-0 as an away dog. Thunder 6-2-2 overall since the All-Star break, 3-1 as a home favorite. But I just think Boston coming off, and this is with or without Derek White that I like this for them to play hard in the first half. I just think coming off of that loss, I think just starting the game they're going to be pissed, and I think 4.5 is that's quite a few points. I don't know how many times the Celtics have been a dog, this kind of a dog in the first half, but I just feel like they come and play tonight. That's just my thought process on it.
I like that.
Like you said, Jalen's gonna be pissed. I know Tatum's out, but they still got Pritchard and Shireman in there. I think that Derek White does play. So I like the first half. The Thunder could go in and adjust at halftime. I don't know, but if anything, and the Celtics first half has just been a wagon all year anyway. If you go the whole season for Boston, they are 41-22-2 ATS in the first half. That's easily got to be one of the best first half covers in the NBA.
That's like almost a wake up and bet it.
Yeah, that's a wake up and bet. Oklahoma, 34-28-4 overall ATS first half, but 15-16-1 over the course of the season. So while they've been hot lately, their tendency is not to cover, these first halves. So Celtics first half is in the bag for me. You got anything else on this one?
Nope.
All right. Last one. Bulls, Lakers. Lakers laying 11. Total sitting at 238.5. Injury report on this one. Long for Chicago. You got the obvious Simon, Ivy, Collins, Yabusele. Oh no, he's doubtful there, but Simons, Ivy, Collins out. Yabusele, Patrick Williams doubtful. Sexton, Okoro, Smith questionable, and Giddey and Vassellus were probable for Chicago. For LA, LeBron questionable. Hayes, Smart, Cleaver out for LA. I didn't really look a lot into this one. The total's high for a reason. If you had to put a gun to my head, I would say Lakers team total over. You like anything in this one?
Yeah, I bet I put a little pizza money on Giddey, triple double plus 340. That's the only official bet that I got. I didn't even put a unit on. I put a little pizza money on there. I think I put like $25 on there. A little triple double plus 340 for Giddey. I just think that there's not going to be no defense that Lakers don't. I don't like the Lakers defense anyway. Recently, they've been playing a little bit more defense, but Giddey coming off triple double, I think that he's starting to get his legs back under him. So I'm pretty sure it was his last game. It might have been the game before that, but I think it was his last one. But the plus 340 for the way he plays against this defense, yeah, I figured it was worth it. If I had to pick a side or total, I would be on the under. I think because I seen a 232.5 and now 238.5. just a lot. That's a big gap. So, and it didn't just go straight there. It just trickled up through the course of the day. Trickle. So, I think that's too many points. But I couldn't bet a Bulls Lakers under. I don't bet under anyway. But it just seemed like the point it got too high. But the official bet is Giddey triple double plus 340.
All right, cool. Well, that is the NBA card for today. We did a little live betting, broke down some plays, gave you our looks. So now we're gonna go to our top play. Stacks, you had a few. These banners acting up today. So you had a few top plays, or not top plays, but you had a few plays in there, man. What's your top?
My best bet is gonna be. My best bet, I'm going to Jalen. I got two best bets. That way I don't have to choose. I know, so mine will be, this segment will be best bets. Because I like them both the same and they correlate. Give me the Boston Celtics, best number you could get, and give me Jaylen Brown, 27 plus points at plus 100. Jaylen Brown's going to be the reason they cover. I like both of them. I bet them both heavily that, you know what I mean? It's hard for me to pick which one I like more, so. I always see every once in a while Bobano talk about, I'm giving you two best bets. Mm-hmm. And I still got a play for the parlay that is not going to be included in this. So best bets, Boston Celtics, best number you could get whenever you're watching this, and Jaylen Brown, 27 plus points at plus 100. Best bets.
All right, bet. Mine, I talked a lot about it. That Hawks game, Hawks team total over 120.5. Brooklyn's defense is non-existent. Atlanta, I mean, they've been flying over this team total, or this set total for the day, these last 5 games. And they've been doing it against bad teams, and Brooklyn fits that mold. They've got everybody out, MPJ out. There's just not going to be no defensive resistance, and Atlanta's just going to run up and down the floor. And especially with the news of Daniels being out, who's a all-NBA defender, and now you've got Kuminga in there, it's going to be a track meet for Atlanta. So Hawks team total over 120.5. All right. We got to get this parlay right, man.
Yeah, we got to nail this one.
Yeah, we
I got my leg. We're going to college basketball. And let me tell you a little something about this. We're going with UConn minus 16. They play Xavier. Yeah, they play Xavier. Anybody who follows college basketball would know what's going on with Hurley. He's just coming off a major upset. He was almost double digits favorites against Marquette. They're coming off a regular season loss. Now you're entering the Big East tournament. First game of the Big East tournament, Darren Hurley, the coach of UConn, was wound up about some calls, about pushing the referee, whole bunch of shenanigans. Bottom line is UConn off a loss. You better duck. First leg of the parlay is UConn minus 16. Connecticut Huskies, in case anybody who don't follow basketball like that, Connecticut Huskies minus 16.
I like it. Whew. I've been thinking about my parlay leg the whole show. I'm just indecisive about what I want to.
I knew all day what mine was going to be.
Man,
I'm tired of losing and have to wait, see if the next other people lose, see if I'm the one that killed it, or was we going to lose anyway. Like, it's starting to be stressful. So
I'm just going to go back. Because I lost. So the last 2 parlays I've lost. I'm going to go back to making my best bet, my parlay leg. Hawks team total over 120.5. I love it that much, honestly. I'm going to probably go back and put another unit on it.
That's how I feel about UConn.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. If you put these 2 together, I'm on DraftKings. Well, it's 121.5. So I'll get the alt team total on DraftKings just to keep that same number.
Yeah, I'm about to say I could bring it down to 120. Even if we got to 121, I could bring it down to 120.5.
Yeah, so if you put these 2 together on DraftKings, it's a plus 241.
Let's go.
Plus 241. So UConn minus 16.5 against Xavier. That comes on to 7. And Hawks team total over 120.5. You'll probably have to go the alternate route on most books, but you can still get 120.5 on 365 if you want to parlay there. But that comes out at a plus 241. So let's cash it tonight.
Hey, let's get this one. I like it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get it. Well, that's it, y'all. We out of here. We'll be back Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern. Pretty big card on Sunday. A lot of college. Still a lot of pro basketball in between now and Sunday. But I think all eyes are going to be on college with conference championships and Selection Sunday coming up. So it's going to be an exciting weekend, man. You got anything before we get up out of here, Stacks?
No, March Madness is here. Let's have a day tonight and let's come back on here Sunday. Let's see if we get the band back together for Sunday and let's have a day.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
If you're broke, try to have a nice day. If you're fat, try to have a nice day. If you're skinny, try to have a nice day. If you got a big head, try to have a nice day. If your mama's ugly, try to have a nice day. If your daddy whoop your ass, try to have a nice day. If a dog bites you in the ass, bite him back and try to have a nice day. Try to have a nice day. See, that's my theme. Try to have a nice day. I'm about to leave right now and go try to have me a nice day. All right. Try to have a nice day.
I'm about to run downstairs, bro. My wife got in about an hour ago from her being gone all week. So
Okay.
yeah, she just got back. She's been gone since Monday.
Yeah, my girl, she left. She lived in Virginia, down Centersville, and she on her way here. She left like 2 hours ago, so she ain't gonna be here for like another 2 hours. She was here. I don't know if you heard her the other day when I did the pod. Because and I told her I don't like that shit because she wants to sit here and under me, and you knew I wasn't talking to you, but yet you're talking. Like, you see I'm doing a podcast. Why would I be talking to you if I'm doing a podcast?
Right.
So,
she drives 4 hours. She lives 4 hours away.
Yeah.
Dang.
And we take turns. Like she'll come down here for like 3 days. And then when she go back, then the next time I'll go down there for like 3 days.
Oh, okay.
So we just rotate. She's trying to put pressure on me about why don't one of us move. And I keep telling her, like, I don't know. I don't want to live with a woman right now. Like, I got weird sleeping habits. Don't want to come home, small house, like full weed. And, it's my house. I feel like if it smells like weed, so what? It's my house.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to have to, not so much answer to somebody. I don't want to have to explain to nobody.
Right.
And I don't want a wet sink in the morning. I hate that. Like, when you brush your teeth and wash your face in the morning, why can't you just wipe the sink down when you're done?
Women, bro.
But, they say I'm petty, so it's just better. Like, I like it like this. I could travel 4 hours. And when I go see her, my niece stays like an hour away from her. So that's how I met her, messing with my niece. So when I go down there, I can kill two birds with one stone when Shorty at work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's cool though. But yeah, I'll let you run downstairs. I know you said wifey just came home, so
yeah,
I'm sure we'll be in touch early in the morning. Hopefully we get this hockey through tonight.
I gotta put that play in. I'm gonna get at you in the chat though, because I do got some more plays. I think I might be making.
Yeah, put them in our group chat.
All right, bro.
All right.